Where did you come up with the idea for Striking Range?
Making an independent film is a very difficult thing, and it takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of resources, and so I decided that I would build a story around, maybe 2 locations. So I thought, okay, we could do an office building and a warehouse. So what kind of story can I wrap around that? So I started doing research, and that's what came up with Striking Range.
How long did you work on Striking Range? And you wrote the script, and then you went and did all the processes for making that movie. How long did that take to finally get it off the ground and going?
Striking Range went a little faster to get off the ground. It just took longer in post than some of the others. Mm-hmm. I wrote that script in December. We were shooting by May.
Okay.
So that one was pretty quick.
Now, now you used some special effects in Striking Range.
Right.
Slow motion bullet. What it's called? Bullet motion.
Bullet time. Yeah.
Bullet time. And was that how was that? That was, you didn't use that in either of your previous films. How did that go?
Well, what we did is I had a very, very talented guy who has his own animation company here in Dallas-Fort Worth, and Chad Briggs of Element X Creative, and him and his guys did all the visual effects on the movie, and they did a fantastic job.
And Lou Diamond Phillips was in your film. How did you get him in your film?
Well, Lou and I had gone to school together at UTA. Now I was a freshman, he was a senior, but we were both in the theater department. As a matter of fact, on one play in the studio theater there, he ran sound, and I ran lights. And so, but I didn't think he'd remember me. But we basically just approached his agent and said, "Here's our offer," and that's, you go through the front door first, and then Lou and I would chat later, and he remembered some things specifically because at first he was going, "Yeah, I remember you," and I was like, "You don't have to do that. I know you don't." He goes, "No, you're the one who," and he was right.
Oh wow, okay. How was Lou on the set?
Oh, he was great.
Yeah.
Lou's a consummate professional. He's a really good guy, a great actor. It was great working with Lou.
And Yancey Butler, you had her on the set from Witchblade, which was one of her previous works. How did she do with Lou and the fighting segments? I hear that she's an expert fighter. Was that fun to work with?
We have a stunt coordinator who will choreograph fights, and we didn't have to. A lot of actors, you might have to train them on how to punch, kick, or take hits. You don't have to do that when you got professionals like Lou and Yancey. They knew what to do, and so we would call for this and that, and they were good. They could really sell it, and it looked good.
It was sort of an experiment from a video game. What's going on there?
Yeah, we were trying to hit the gaming market with Counter-Strike, and we purposely created a scenario right out of the game Counter-Strike, and nobody really got it, and it didn't really work, and oh well.
Yeah. Okay, everybody, that's the end of the interview, and we're going to say goodnight, and hope you have a good one. Hopefully y'all go check out his movies. Don't forget, Finding Redemption with Adam Baldwin, and then there was The Gunman with Sean Patrick Flannery and Joey Lauren Adams, and then there was Striking Range with Lou Diamond Phillips and Yancey Butler. Don't forget Tom Wright's in all these movies too. And the fourth movie was The Imposter with Kevin Max. And hopefully I'll be able to get back in and talk with Mr. Millican about The Imposter coming up soon. All right, y'all have a good one. Good night. And how about a little bit of recycled video? Why don't you go to this website right here and purchase Keyman Finding Redemption for yourself. This is the website to a promise kept. Go purchase a copy of Striking Range at this website. While you're at it, go subscribe to Daniel Millican's YouTube channel. Go start reading his blogs if you want a special insight into the life and tips of a full-fledged working film director. Finally, look at everything else that he offers. Seminars, workshops, DVDs that he offers to help you become a better filmmaker and artist at Serendipitous Films. Striking Range is a full-fledged action film. The Gunman is a thriller. And The Keyman is a drama. What's coming up next? Well, we're going to get to that a lot later. And one additional point that I would like to make is that this is Millican's third and final film that he would be using 35mm film with. His latter films, The Imposter and Rising Stars, are both filmed digitally. So the look between his first 3 films and his last 2 films are going to be quite a bit different. Here's my personal review of Striking Range. When I heard that Lou Diamond Phillips was in it, I was like, whoa, that's super cool. I remembered Lou Diamond Phillips from the movie Bats. Then I worked at a video store and saw how many movies Lou Diamond Phillips was actually in, and I found out that he was like a B-movie A-lister type of actor. And he's been on a bunch of movies. And I even met Lou Diamond Phillips and Glenn Morshower, who both starred in Striking Range at the world premiere of Transparency. See that? There I am right there with Glenn Morshower and Lou Diamond Phillips. This movie gives you what it promises. Explosions, cool guns, awesome fight sequences, and bullet time. It goes into another study on human mental illness. The Keyman was a study on schizophrenia. A Promise Kept was a study on pedophilia. And Striking Range is a study on narcissistic personality disorder. Striking Range was originally called Bloodlines because of the special emphasis that this movie puts into this disorder. And I read up on some of Millican's writings. He was originally going for a disease that could cause a person to have seemingly vampiristic type qualities. It didn't translate well to film, but he still used the basic general idea. So narcissistic personality disorder is actually caused by a genetic mutation called porphyria. And Millican threw this element into a conflict involving a military superweapon which a group of thieves led by Jeff Speakman were trying to steal, and it had to be protected by Vash, or Lou Diamond Phillips. So Lou Diamond Phillips and Tom Wright have to keep this weapon from getting into the wrong hands. So, did I like it? This is a movie filled with action from start to finish. Yeah, I liked it. Well, that's all I got for you today. And if any of you want any further information on this subject, all the links are down here below the video. Gman out.